Good morning, Mr. Brennan, members of the college leadership team, members of the Brothers community, parents, staff, and students of the college. My name is Hollins Eastgate, and as college captain for 2024, I welcome you all to a new year. A special welcome to our new students among us who join us here for the first time from Year 7 to 12. During today's short assembly, we will be introduced to the new staff of the senior school, as well as introducing the new students in Years 8 to 12, and individually welcoming our Year 7 students. Our Year 7 students will remain after this assembly for a special Year 7 assembly. Can I please invite the college assistant principal, Mr. Weeks, to address the college.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, parents, mainly our Year 7s and our new students. We started a new tradition last year, where when our Year 7 students come to their very first assembly, we clap them in. So gentlemen, you've got a big job this morning, as well as parents. As our Year 7 boys enter our hall for the very first time, we're actually going to clap our boys in. So we're going to start with our Year 7A and Year 7B. Boys, let's give them a clap. Seven C and 7D, welcome. Welcome 7E and 7F. And last but not least, 7G. Now, wasn't that a lot of clapping? Welcome to our Year 7s, just as our last few boys sit down. Now, welcome you back to our college captain.
Can I please invite Jacoby Fernando to lead our acknowledgement of country and Joseph Joes to lead us in the college prayer.
Yamanya Mari Gomerai Jacoby Fernando Dalagawali Dawan. Gomerai Daran Yurandali, Daru Daran Wir Jerubin, Dada Bagi, Bubaguni, Mia Ba, Yalu. Hello, my name is Jacoby Fernando. I'm a proud Gomerai man. My totem is the Goanna. I wish to acknowledge the Darul lands on which we meet on, whose totem is the lyrebird. I wish to extend these respects to all elders, past, present, and emerging. Thank you.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. With Jesus as our guide, may we live simply as people of love and compassion, giving to those in need. May we live in the way of our good Mother Mary, in gentleness and humility. Strengthen in us a simplicity and love of work, as we follow in the footsteps of St. Marcelin. Grant us courage to learn, sing, create, and play the spirit of family. Open our hearts and enlighten our minds to your presence in the world, as we learn to appreciate each other, and in gratitude reap and sow what we sow. St. Marcelin and St. Gregory, Mary, our good Mother, and let us always remember. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit.
Thank you, Jacoby and Joseph. Could I please ask everyone to stand for the national anthem? Thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
Okay, it's my absolute pleasure now to invite our new staff to the college up onto the stage so we can acknowledge and welcome them as we usually do to our new staff. So first of all, I might get our new staff organised and ready. If you could just come to side stage, that'd be fantastic. And after our new staff, just a bit of a heads up, our new students in year 8 to 11, you'll head to side stage as well because we'll get you up here also. Okay, our first staff member, Mr. Igor Plekosa, a new RE teacher to the college. Let's give him a round of applause. Mr. Sam Duncan. Mr. Sam Duncan is our new counsellor to the college in the senior school. Let's welcome Sam. Mrs. Caitlin Guy is an inclusion support teacher. Let's welcome Mrs. Guy. Mrs. Marty McGill is our receptionist. Marty started last year, but we're welcoming her again because she started so late in the year, so let's welcome Mrs. McGill. Mr. Adrian Quigg, Head of Philanthropy and Fundraising, a new role to the college. Adrian. Miss Sherry Roddick, a new science teacher to the college. Mr. Jack Rule, new boarding supervisor. Mr. Lachlan Finch, new GAP student to the college this year. And Mr. Blake Truman, also a GAP student this year in the boarding house. Staff love coming on stage, so well done, staff. And now we'll individually have speeches from each of them. No, we won't. Can we welcome our new staff to the college? And thank you to our new students who've moved side stage. We have a number of new students in year 8 to 11 who are starting with us, and likewise, we'll bring our new students from 8 to 11 up onto the stage. Our year 7 students will have a separate little assembly after this one this morning, but we'll call up each student. First, we'll start with our year 8 boys, so new to year 8 this year, Jake Baker. We might save the applause right to the end with all these boys. We'll clap them all together. Mac Jackson, year 8. Bailey Perfect, year 8. Edward Performant, year 8. Our year 9 boys, Archie Black. Romeo Ezrazo, year 9. Daniel Monahan, year 9. Lachlan O'Connor, year 9. William O'Connor, year 9. Isaac Searle, year 9. Ned Townsend, year 9. Our year 10 students, William Baggery, year 10. Jaden Benetti, year 10. Vincent DeGiorgio, year 10. Finn McLeod, year 10. Marcus Sykes, year 10. Jackson White, year 10. And our new year 11 students, Riley Ayres, year 11. Jackson Newman, year 11. Elijah Sefo, year 11. Cooper Chulakiba, year 11. And Hugh White, year 11. It's always great to welcome new students to the college, and let's give a big round of applause to year 8 to 11.
Thank you very much, and good morning to Reverend Brothers, represented by Brother Ernest, to our parents, siblings, family, loved ones who are here to welcome our new students and our existing parents, to our staff of the college, and also to our young men of St Greg's. In a very particular way, I welcome our Year 7s, and as been mentioned, we'll have a separate service for those Year 7 boys and their families. Can I welcome you back to 2024? It's certainly with a great deal of excitement to see you arrive back this morning and having the conversations I had with you. Some of you found it incredibly difficult to get up so early. Others of you were pretty happy or quite excited to be here. And certainly the parents who dropped you off in the Western Entrance were very excited about dropping you off after the school holidays that you've just had. One of the things that we focused on, and this is more for the new parents last year, 2023, we looked at, it was the year of the reset, ABC for 23. And certainly it was a time in the college's history where there was great stability after much upheaval with COVID and a few other things happening to our community. So last year was about resetting, and one of the things I would like to point out to all of our students is that it's wonderful to see our new staff. Amongst those staff, there are only 3 new teachers to the school. We've got, obviously, there's people involved in critical other areas within what was learning enrichment, which is now inclusion, with some officers there, an additional teacher there. We've got a couple of other projects underway as well. But we welcomed very few teachers. And 2024, we're looking at being a new beginning, and you see the Marist theme for this year, and there'll be far more discussion on this in the coming days at Mass, but it is First Light. And very much for us, 2024 is a new beginning. We used last year to, as I said, to reset, look at the values of the school, look at how we did things, look at how we interacted with each other, looking at how you interacted as students with staff and how staff interacted with you, and looked at ways that we can continue to further engage the community, in particular in a very special way, our parent community, in re-engaging them to the college with so many, interruptions and protocols around the few years previous. So it is a time of great joy, and I do reflect on this every year, and I do say it, but it's a wonderful time of year for us as educators, and a wonderful time for you as students, because for most jobs, when you do leave school, 1 year rolls into the next. You have a bit of time off over Christmas potentially, but really you're doing the same thing when you return. For a school, it's a brand new year, and what happened last year stays in last year. And what happens now is all up to you as students and all up to the staff. And one of the things that I find great about this college, and I really hope the Year 7 families feel it and the Year 7 boys feel it and our new students feel it, is there is a great sense of community, and the word we're looking at this year is belonging. This needs to be a place, and I know I've spoken about a student who, when he comes through the gates, he said to me, "Sir, this is a place I feel safe. This is a place where people know me. This is a place where I can be myself. And in some ways, I feel like it's home." And I ask all of us this year, when we look at our contribution to this community, the major contribution above everything else, in my mind, is we go back to the very simple words of the founder of the Marist Brothers, St Marcelin, when he was opening or looking at engaging with young people, particularly young males. At the end of the process, or the end of the time at school, he wanted to produce, not a great word, but good citizens and good Christians. And for me, that's a really simple thing. Good Christians is somebody who puts the needs of others before themselves. Good citizens is making the world a better place because you're a part of it. And we do that by making each and every one of our community belong. Those who in Year 7 may be lost, not that it happens, you get a great orientation, but if you're feeling a bit unsure, those who are having a bad day and their peers know it, those who are perhaps sitting by themselves not looking real flash, we need to step up as a community to look after those people. When things are going well, let's celebrate. When things are difficult, let's rally around each other, beside each other, behind each other, to make sure whatever obstacles and hurdles we have, we get through together. So I stand in front of you with great hope. Hope for an incredible 24. We've reset, we've had a look at what we're doing. It is the first light, the first day, and there is a new beginning. One of the great things I generally love about the first day, there's not a student in this hall who's come here this morning looking to get into trouble. There's not a student in this hall who more than likely has got into trouble, hopefully by 9:15. I'm sure there isn't. And so the excitement and the enthusiasm, and the staff feel it too, that we have at the beginning of the year, again, when things are tough, we remind ourselves of the celebration we had here this morning. So again, to our families who are new to the school, you are very, very welcome. I really hope over the coming weeks, months, years, at different parent engagements, in different parent functions, watching your boys involved in sport and other co-curricular activities, coming to award ceremonies, coming to any assembly. Any assembly that the school has is open to parents of any age at any time. That over the course of this period that you feel a real sense of belonging and part of this wonderful St Greg's Marist community. So to everybody, have a wonderful year. I'll hand you back to Mr Weeks. There is a few things happening with Year 8 to 12 before they leave. And for our Year 7 parents, we have a small morning tea for you after the assembly, but if you have time, it would be great for you to remain here to see your sons receive their certificates on stage this morning. Have a great year, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Brennan. Could I please ask everyone to stand for the Sup Tuum?
Thanks, everyone. Just please be seated for a moment. For our gentlemen in Year 8 to 12, that does conclude our assembly. You are going to be heading off in a moment to year assemblies with your year leader and your homeroom teachers. Year 8, you'll be heading to the lower quad in Undercroft. Year 9, top quad. Year 10, you'll be heading to Lavala. Year 11 to the Marion. And Year 12, you'll be heading to the 700 block. For our parents in Year 7, I'll just get you to remain seated. Our Year 7 boys, if you could just remain seated. We've got a little ceremony after this. Year 8 to 12, at the back end of last year, to help our maintenance crew with a turnaround of masses that happened late in the week, you might remember we stood up after one assembly, we turned our chair around and we placed it back on the ground, just to help our maintenance crew turn this whole place around for our mass this week. So in a moment, before you leave under your homeroom teacher's instruction or your year leader's instruction, you're going to stand, you're going to turn your chair around, you're going to face it the opposite direction, and then you're going to head out the door for your year assembly. And Year 7 and Year 7 parents are going to watch you, see how good you are. All right. Gentlemen, would you like to stand? Turn those chairs around. And you may leave under the instruction of your year leader. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for waiting patiently, parents. Just getting the last year group out and then we'll start our Year 7 section. For those who are available on Friday morning, we have our opening Mass of the year. And for those of you who have never been to a Mass before, you are all very welcome to Mass. It'll be 9 o'clock on Friday morning. We'll have a full hall full of boys, usually face the opposite direction. And that's the reason why we changed those chairs around just then. The boys actually flipping the chairs around saves maintenance a couple of hours of actually moving chairs around into the right direction, because our masses actually face the back of the hall. So if you're available Friday, and you're more than welcome to come to one of our opening masses, which is fantastic. Okay, just waiting. Okay, thank you, Year 7, for waiting very patiently. I'm going to introduce Mr. Coffey now. Mr. Coffey is our Year 7 coordinator, or Year 7 leader, and he will be coming up to call you all up one at a time. So we're going to come up one class at a time. You're going to get a welcome certificate from Mr. Brennan. You're going to shake the hands with either Hollins or Joey, our two leaders, and then we'll have the whole year group or whole class up on stage. So parents, feel free to take photos of the boys as they come and get their welcome certificate. So I'll hand you over to Mr. Coffey. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Weeks. Good morning, Mr. Brennan, parents, carers, staff, and of course, our Year 7 boys of 2024. It gives me great pleasure to welcome the Year 7 students of 2024 here to St. Greg's. I'll be welcoming each homeroom at a time, and we'll just wait for the round of applause as we reach the end of each homeroom. So could I please ask Mrs. Arentz and homeroom A to move to the side of the stage? So homeroom A, Mrs. Arentz is their homeroom teacher, Robin Askew. Hugh Bennett, Austin Brewer, Kobe Claxton, Jack Cullen, James Fitzpatrick, Riley Freeth, Balak Gersbach, Milo Grimston, Lachlan Hillier, Anthony Issa, Noah Johnston, Charlie Kerrin, Daniel McMullen, Leonardo Newen, Lachlan Palmer, Joe Payne, Samson Quagliotto, Dylan Shield, Nathaniel Simpson, Lucas Sprague, Noah Wallace, Alexander Zivovich. Can we please congratulate Year 7 homeroom A? Can I ask homeroom B to move to the side of the stage? Homeroom B will be led by Mr. Andrews and are as follows: Michon Aliola, Tomasi Berryman, Ethan Bibbin, Hudson Buckley, Sebastian Bull, Caden Cancino, Levi Carr, Braxton Catford Potter, Xavier Chung, Nicholas DeFazio, Preston Griffin, Kenley Hawkins, Cooper Hayes, Braxton Kelly Worth, Shannon Kerrison, Nishant Lal, Tristan Latu, Christopher Mamil, Tom O'Neill, Trey Perkins, Joshua Robertson, Luke Chagall, William Watkins, and Zachary Zorbis. Can we please congratulate homeroom B? Homeroom C will be led by Mrs. Ferenc and are as follows: Alexander Avasivi, William Bennett, Jared Brown, Jai Deves, Aidan Fisher, Darnell Fonafihi, Dices Gunafalaka, Max Howell, Amir Kanan, Dominic Karam, Riley King, in his absence, Hunter Malabathi, Finn McGugan, Hamilton Meadows, Marcus Mura, Cooper Noonan, Cooper Petrovsky, Gregory Pinar, Lockie Roots, Archie Ryman, Cooper Tennant, Samuel Vincent, Kobe Willis, and Lachlan Zorbis. Can please congratulate Homeroom C. Homeroom D will be led by Miss Wilson. Are as follows: Kai Adard, James Booker, Jake Diver, Brax Ellis, Noah Forsyth, Christian George, Xander Hodge, Joseph Carew, Brandon Lesser Jim, Isaac Love, Zane Mallison, Zach McDougall, Jamis McLean, Riley Mitchell, Matthias Montes de Oca, Toby Morrissey, Orlando Prenter, Josh Robinson, Lucas Rodder, Flynn Salter, Toby Self, Yasha Yumimana, Cooper Williams, and Braxton Wolford. Can we please congratulate Homeroom D? Homeroom E will be led by Mr. Dinnan and are as follows: Ethan Aglin, Gabriel Akuri, Oliver Bailey, Charles Ball, Zach Brown, Oscar Collis, Liam Fishlock, Ethan Gettings, Cooper Jane Sellings, Charles Camlin, Levi Kidd, Chase Larson, Braden Lunny, Charlie McLeod, Riley Mangan, Joshua Millard, Jack Morrison, Harper Patelli, Joshua Ray, Lachlan Reddy, Sebastian Rodway, Maximus Scott, Yanni Tassios, and Edward Taylor. Can we please congratulate Homeroom E? Leading Homeroom F is Mr. Pleticosa and are as follows: Viduk Amingoda, William Barrett, Flynn Dunbar, Ethan Dybel, Charlie Farias, Katano Fafui, Patterson Gleeson, Kevin Gounder, Joshua Harrison, Johnny Irafito, Kai Larkham, Aaron Manuel Lejo, Uriah Levi, Haven Malissi, Gianni Mandarano, Bo McDonald, Jacob Muscat, Frank Nikowski, Mason Pham, Dexter Phelps, Archie Putland, Harry Smith, Samuel Stack, and Lawson Sutton. Can we please congratulate Homeroom F? And our lucky last Homeroom G will be led by Mrs. Riddler and are as follows: Braith Adams Brinkworth, Phoenix Alvarez, Ahmed Asaf, William Barrett, Rian Chopra, Ryder Shalouf, Jakai Cutmore, Finn Dumsney, Lewis Eddy, Hunter Fulco, Hayden G, Ethan Avanusa, Hamza Khan, Nate Miller, Rylan Miller, Dennis Morgan, Austin Newman, William Porter, Ironimo Rebexia Vafale, Jacob Sala, River Smith, Hunter TT, Brenton Tillman, and Leo Vagaja. Can we please congratulate 7G? Just as the boys are moving off stage, I'd just like to take this opportunity to again welcome all the new families and of course the returning families to the college. I really look forward to getting to know your sons and beginning their journey here at St Greg's. It's obviously going to be an exciting first couple of days, getting them orientated and used to everything here at St Greg's, and then we have the great challenge of going off to camp come Monday. Just a few little things around camp. Obviously, as we leave and there's a bit of a morning tea, I'll be around if you have any questions surrounding that. There still is a little bit of outstanding registration. So the boys who might need something that needs to be fixed up either today or tomorrow, they'll have a note in their diary. So please check that when your son comes home. And of course, if you have any questions around what to pack and things like that, I'm going to send out another email at some point today. Just to kind of clarify all things surrounding camp. And again, my number, my email, anything you're unsure of, you've got questions of, or how things are going to run and who to contact whilst the boys are at camp, all that will be sent out again today just to make sure it's nice and easy and not caught up in some old emails. So thank you again for your presence here this morning. I really look forward to getting to know your boys and the rest of you. I'm sure it's going to be really exciting and really eventful and enjoyable 2024 for the boys here at St Greg's. So thank you very much.
You would have noticed this morning, parents, as your son came across the stage, he would have gone to the back and he's getting his ID photo done. So a bit of a smooth operation there from Mrs. Quinn. So can we just put our hands together? Mrs. Quinn, our resident photographer. Parents, you will be, it is fantastic to have so many of you here as well. We actually had to put out more chairs considering there were so many people coming this morning, which is fantastic. And you are invited, if you wish, to come and have morning tea with us after this. So that'll just be in the foyer out here. Year 7 boys, you're just going to remain seated where you are. Mr. Coffey's going to have a chat with you. But parents, that does end our morning together this morning in the hall. If you want to give mums and dads a wave, boys. So have a good day. Mums and dads, if you want to come and give your son a kiss, that'd be fantastic. If not, we'll see you out at morning tea just in the foyer. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Well done. You guys on the